If this is your first time here, welcome. This is not just another career talk. This is your safe space to think, reset, and rebuild your professional life with clarity and confidence. Whether you're struggling to get a job, whether you're trying to keep your current job, whether you're feeling stuck in your career, or even experienced but seeking direction, you are exactly where you need to be. This playlist is designed to work with you from the basic to advanced career mastery. And today, we begin with one powerful truth. You don't have a job problem. You have a clarity and strategy problem. Let's fix that together. Let's fix that together. Before we talk about CVs, before we talk about interviews, and before we talk about opportunities, you and I need to answer one question. Where are you right now in your career journey? There are major three categories in this regard. First, the job seeker. Second, the job holder. And third, the career builder. You need to pause for a second and ask yourself, which one are you? Because until you identify your stage, you cannot apply the right strategy. Let me say this clearly. Most people are not unemployed because there are no jobs. Most people struggle because they don't understand their value. They struggle because they cannot communicate their value. They also struggle because they are not positioned where opportunities exist. That's the real issue. Your career is not built on effort alone. Your career is built on value. Your career is built on visibility and positioning. You can be skilled and still invisible. You can be hardworking and still overlooked. And that is what we will begin to fix from today. Let's share Career Clarity Framework. There are 3 questions you must answer right now. First is, what do I know? Ask yourself what you know. Second is, what can I do? Ask yourself what you can do. Third is, what can I offer? Ask yourself what you can offer. This is important because employers no longer pay for degrees. They don't pay for your certificates. They only pay for solutions you can provide. And that brings me to sharing with you what employers really want. Employers are asking one question. Can you solve my problem? They are looking for competence. They are looking for character. They are looking for communication and consistency. You need to master these 4 points, these 4 items, these 4 skills, and you remain standouts anywhere. And then we share with you why many people get stuck. We need to address this honestly. People don't just struggle because of lack of job. They also struggle because of internal and environmental factors. In talking about internal factors, we won't forget to mention personal barriers, which include fear of starting small, lack of direction, over-reliance on certificates, poor self-presentation, and time-wasting habits, as well as distraction. Time-wasting habits and distractions. All these are internal factors that get most people stuck. And then we have workplace and environmental barriers. Sometimes the environment itself slows people down. Such environment includes 1. Toxic workplace competition, which is unhealthy rivalry instead of collaboration. 2. Workplace envy and professional insecurity. 3. Undermining behaviors and reputational sabotage. 4. Negative workplace politics and informal exclusion dynamics. All these barriers create low morale, reduced productivity, emotional exhaustion, and career stagnation. In such environments, growth becomes difficult not because you lack value, but because the system itself is unhealthy. If you are in such environment, you need to balance it up. How? You must build yourself strong enough to grow. And you must build yourself wise enough to recognize when to outgrow certain environments. Now, let's move into action. I'll quickly discuss with you your practical career reset plan, and I need you to move with me into action. First, write down your skills. Now, not what you studied, I mean what you can do. Write them down. Break them down into hard skills, soft skills, and transferable skills. For example, you could have something like, I can organize information, 1. I can communicate ideas, 2. I can manage simple tasks. So continue naming it, continue listing them down, and then ensure you have up to 10. Write these skills down. 10 of it. Second thing you need to do is to identify problems you can solve. Knowing that job exists because of problem, you need to identify what you can solve, the problem you can solve. You can have this as an example. You can have this as a guide. I can help small businesses create simple designs that attract customers. This is just one thing you can solve. Continue listing them down, and then until you are able to exhaust all what you know you can solve. The third thing you need to do is to learn strategically. You need to stop random learning. This is one of the biggest mistakes people do. You need to stop random learning and focus on one skill. Focus on learning one skill. If you learn, practice, apply, and then you improve. Example, instead of watching random videos, practice and apply one immediately. So the fourth point I'll share with you is you need to improve your communication. If you cannot express yourself there, you'll be ignored. You need to have something like, I help businesses grow their online presence. Once you can have this, not just speaking it, not just saying it, not just writing it. Once you master the skills of communication, you'll be needed. So, and then the fifth is you need to position yourself. Let people know what you can do. Maybe online, you begin to share your progress. Post your work. Offline, you tell people what you can do. Offer help. So, from this very moment, tell at least 3 people what you can do this week. This very week, tell at least 3 people what you can do. So another point there is that you need to start behaving like someone who is ready. My dear, before opportunity comes, you need to become ready. You need to be disciplined. You need to reduce distractions and act professionally. Don't wait to be ready. Act ready. You are not behind. You are not incapable. You are simply operating without structure, clarity, and positioning. And that can change starting now. But here is where we go deeper next. Because knowing these things alone is not enough. In the next episode, we will break down one of the biggest hidden challenges in career growth. Why many people struggle? Because they do not understand their value. We will show you how to identify your true value. We will show you how to stop undervaluing yourself. We will show you how to begin thinking like a professional, not just a job seeker. Stay with me on this journey because we are not just preparing you for jobs. We are building you for sustainable career success. Thank you.